Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Even though I just recently did a video where I said goodbye U2 because I've kind of given up on them, I still have always wanted to do a U2 discography review, and so I'm going to do it because I don't hate U2 and I love some of their albums and songs. It's just, I'm just fed up with them. If you want to know why, just watch my Goodbye U2 video. So here we go, and I would also love your thoughts on the whole U2 discography, if you can, in the comment section below. 1980, Bowie. My favorite song on that is I Will Follow. I would give that album a 9 out of 10. It's a great debut album. They followed that up in 1981 with October. My favorite song on that is I Fall Down, but it's a much weaker album. I know that Bono, I guess, lost the lyrics before they went into the studio, and so he had to rewrite the lyrics, which didn't help, I guess. But I would give that album a 6 out of 10. There's not many songs on that album that I like. 1983, War. I liked it a lot more when it came out than I do even in the last few years. My favorite song is New Year's Day. Overall, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. 1983, it's not a studio album, but I thought I would review it anyway. Under a Blood Red Sky. I've never cared for that as a live album, but I really liked the video for Under a Blood Red Sky. But just to listen to the live album, I've never ever really loved it. So I would give it a 6 out of 10. 1984, and this is the very first album of theirs I ever heard, and I loved it, and it's I guess it would be my second favorite U2 album, The Unforgettable Fire. And my favorite song on that is The Unforgettable Fire, but I even love Elvis Presley and America, which a lot of people hate. It's kind of like U2's Revolution Number 9. I would give that a 10 out of 10. I love the atmosphere of the whole album, and every song is great. But another reason why I'm giving up on U2 is I had, the whole U2 collection. I haven't listened to that in 2 or 3 years. I don't need to. I've heard it so many times. And in the future, if I wanted to, I would just listen to it online on Spotify or wherever. The Joshua Tree came out in 1987, and that's when U2 became huge. I'm not sure. With or Without You is probably my favorite song, but of course it's way overplayed on the radio. I'm very tired of it. But once again, I loved it a lot more back when it came out than I have in the last few years. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. 1988, Rattle and Hum. My absolute favorite song on that album is All I Want Is You, still one of my favorite U2 songs. Second, though, would be Heartland, which reminds me a lot of the songs on The Unforgettable Fire. It would have fit perfectly on that album. But otherwise, it was okay, although I loved it much more when it came out. The last few years, I've rarely played it. I would give it a 6 out of 10. 1991, Achtung Baby. Absolutely my favorite U2 album. Many great songs on that. I think my favorite would probably be You're So Cruel. And I would give it a 10 out of 10. And once again, I've just never played it the last 2 or 3 years. 1993, Zooropa. When that came out, I didn't know what to think, and I still in a way don't know what to think. But I like the fact that they experimented and they were kind of taking a chance, and so I sort of do like it in that way. My favorite song is the title song, Zooropa. Some of the songs, though, are weak. So overall, I'm going to have to give it a 6 out of 10. But some good songs on it. 1997, Pop. And that is the first time I don't know what happened. I think I bought the CD and then I ended up selling it to a pawn shop a year or two later because I never listened to it. And then I bought it again maybe 3 years ago. I might have played it once and that was it. It's just, yeah, it's as bad as I remember. And I would hear like the song Staring at the Sun on the radio. Even back then when I was a huge U2 fan, it's like, oh my god, I hate that song. But I did like Discotheque. I liked the humor of the video with them dressed up as the Village People. And, you know, because U2 is always known as this serious band, so I thought that was good of them to show their humor. But a lot of the other songs like Miami and the Playboy Mansion thing, and it's just bad. The lyrics, a lot of the lyrics were bad, and I would give that a 4 out of 10. 2000, All That You Can't Leave Behind, sort of a comeback album for them. It was much better than Pop. And my favorite song on that is Kite, possibly my favorite U2 song. But then they also had boring songs like Peace on Earth and Grace, and New York, which is almost like a photocopy of the earlier song Exit from the Joshua Tree. And Elevation, which is supposed to, I guess, be like this epic U2 song. Live, it kind of works, but the studio version I never ever cared for. So I would give that a 7 out of 10. 2004, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. I really liked it at the time, but now it's just an okay album. My favorite song is Sometimes You Can't Make It on Your Own. But otherwise, it's just a okay album. I would give it a 7 because there's songs that I love on the album, but overall it's a 7. We're almost done. 2009, No Line on the Horizon. And once again, when it came out, I sort of liked it, but there were songs that didn't do anything for me, like White as Snow, which I still don't remember. Magnificent. I'll Go Crazy If I Don't Go Crazy Tonight, where they're trying to, get on the radio with these stupid songs, and Get on Your Boots, which a lot of U2 fans consider their worst song, which I could possibly agree with. But I like the title song, No Line on the Horizon. And I'd give the whole album a 5 out of 10. And least but not last, 2014's Songs of Innocence, which you probably had on your phone at one time. And my favorite song on that is The Troubles. And I did a review when it came out on my Larry Graves TV channel, and I basically raved about it, saying it could even be the best U2 CD, but after that video I never ever played it again. And just thinking about it and everything, it's a 5 out of 10. These songs they make, like The Miracle of Joey Ramone, which is a nice tribute to Joey Ramone because U2 were fans of the Ramones, and Joey Ramone was a fan of U2, but it just doesn't work. And that's my thoughts on U2's discography. And I would love your thoughts on their discography. If you don't like U2, were you ever a fan? I just want to know. And if you are a fan of U2, I respect that. And so It's just that I've changed my mind about them in the last year or two. Thank you for watching. Leave comments below. Bye.